Hello everyone, my name is Kenneth, and today we'll be talking about Rich Dad's Rich Kid Smart Kid book again. Um, so yeah. So last time we talked about like teaching rich kids, smart kids, like at the snow resort thingy. Yeah, something about a snow ski trip, and then also talking about like how like Rich Dad taught him Monopoly, and yeah. So, with this, I'll start on chapter 5. So the chapter 5 says, how many winning formulas will your child need? He says that looking back at the lives of his rich dad and his poor dad, he realized that one became more successful than the other because one had more and more efficient winning formulas. So these winning formulas like are the ones that like help you succeed. Yeah, like let's say like the formula for solving something, same thing like that. You have to follow that, and then it'll lead you to the success thing. Maybe your winning formula is like writing a lot, and you make your book, and then you sell like 2 million copies, and then you become rich, and then you make a nice book, and then everyone forgets about you again, and so you make another book, and yeah. So he had a friend of his recently calling him for recently when the book was made for some advice. So his name was Adrian. I think her name is Adrian, and she worked for a large corporation for like a lot of years, like most people do. They work there, and then they save up a few, like a lot of money. Well, not a lot, but like an okay amount of money. Um, so basically, they would work there for like probably like 20 or more years, and so she always wanted to start her own business. So she bought a travel agency franchise with her savings, and then all that happened. Um, so Robert says that in the book it says that as she got a handle on the business, the airlines began cutting the commissions they paid on the tickets the travel agents sold. So instead of getting paid $800, they got paid like less, probably down to like he said that the airlines paid her a flat rate of less than $100, from $800 to like less than $100. That's like a lot. They're getting cheap. How much does that plane ticket cost?
It depends. It can be like 200 something to 1,000 something.
What? Then you better fly first class. First class is like really dangerous if you crash though, because usually the front part just falls off.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if you like when a plane crash, like the front part is like the worst part to be in.
Oh,
The back
yeah.
part's better.
Hmm.
But yeah, so she said even down from less than 100 to like $50. It's like really sad. So he says that like she believes that Adrian was like struggling later in life because she didn't have enough winning formulas to like prepare herself for like the future. Because she wasn't expecting like to cut the commissions and all that stuff. She wanted to have like a backup plan. So he says that this chapter 5 is written for parents who prepare the children with enough winning formulas to win the game of life.
Just like right now, during this crisis, a lot of people who are prepared, they have some reserve money for business or for their mortgage or rent, then they'll be okay to go, even though they shut down for 1 to 5, 3 months. Yeah, but if you're not prepared, you don't have reserve money, then you're in trouble.
There's a stash on toilet paper. But, or you could like conserve it. Like
Hmm.
get that one sheet, like wipe, and fold it one time, and wipe again.
You might as well wipe your hand finger.
Or do it how they use it back then, get a brush and a toothbrush.
uh, and you reuse it.
Okay, so he says that your child needs at least three winning formulas. So a winning learning formula, a professional formula, and a financial formula. So like the financial one, for money, and the professional, like all that learning stuff. Um, so the next subtopic is finding your child's winning learning formula. This book is mainly for parents. Yeah. So basically, the friend agent did like he said did well in school because she was a fast learner and enjoyed school, and then like she found reading, writing, arithmetic all easy, and like she just went to do pretty good. To college, got like a bachelor's degree in arts, but then later on, um, so she's like had a good experience in school, which was like good for her. I have an okay experience, I guess.
Hmm?
I have an okay experience.
Why are you
Not the
okay?
most fun.
Oh, because you haven't tried your best yet.
It's okay. So So he recommended that she lose a closer travel agency and go back to school learning to learn a new professional formula because apparently so school is her type. So if in order to learn she goes back to school. So, but most people don't really like school. They have to find somewhere else to learn. Yeah. So basically to develop a winning formula you have to do you have to know like what you like or like what you like and like basically develop off that. So he says that the years from birth to approximately 15 years old are very important because that's when they're like developing their own like self and they learn a lot there. And then yeah, like he said that they develop the winning formulas for learning like by themselves, I guess. Yeah. I guess like whatever like the parents introduce them first is probably like the most fun to them.
Mhm.
Everything else just gets boring. Yeah. So basically if a child is happy in school,
Right.
okay, learns easily, has good grades. That's like good for them. They like are really smart in school stuff. What are the three R's in school? Okay, so but he said that when children have difficulty learning in the three R's in school, it's because they're not like strong in verbal linguistics, like the school stuff, and for other reasons because in that means the school is paid for like a lot of other people, kids like probably not smart in school stuff. They like have all F's or they're probably not fibbing. Like some kids in my class are like kind of bad at school, but they're okay. They're like pretty good at sports. So the rest of them, yeah. Some people like or do better in one subject than the other ones. Yeah. Anyways, so so he said that some kids may feel like learn to feel stupid or like they cannot survive on their own until like they get like the same education as everyone else that they teach you. And so they begin like getting labeled with like handicaps like ADHD, ADD, or like being like slow and stuff instead of being told that they're gifted, bright, you know. Um, so he said that as an adult, he hated being called stupid or making him feel inferior. So he said that how do you think a 12-year-old or younger handles like such labels? Like if adults already hate that stuff, then like kids definitely won't like it. Except for adults have more power and they get to do anything they want. So they get landed in jail. Yeah. Okay. So there's this 9-year challenge he puts in the book. So he said that leading an often controversial educator, Rudolf Steiner, Rudolph. So whose educational philosophies were incorporated in Waldorf schools. I never heard of that. Basically, the scientist or this educator spoke and like created something called the 9-year challenge. So basically, his findings are like around the kids at the age of 9, that's like in fourth grade or something. They start to become like they seek their own identity and like try to become like more of themselves and get pop. That's like when everyone starts getting popular and like cool kids and then not cool kids and the dumb ones and the smart ones. Yeah. So basically, the child seeks his own I instead of we because they want to become more independent, which is like so they don't become like, please, I need money. I mean, maybe, but so pants are too small. So basically, like during the period, the child needs to like learn practical survival skills, like learn about money, like to defend himself and all. And yeah, So basically, children in his ward off system at the age of like are taught to plant gardens, build a shelter, bake bread, like basic survival skills. Cooking, very important. The thing is, you don't really like kind of easy to cook. If you like not even that good, this is what you eat every day if you can't cook at all. You for your breakfast you eat cereal. For second, you just eat like lunch like fruit and crackers or something. Like it's okay, lunch is like more breakfast. And then your dinner is get pre-cooked spam, maybe like already vegetables, and put cereal on that. That's like if you do not know how to cook at all. So like if you don't know how to cook, you basically just like
Learn how to cook
yeah.
is very easy. You don't have to learn how to cook, too
Well,
many dishes. All you need is
it's
like
yeah.
3 to 5 best dishes, and you repeat them over and
Yeah.
over. And then whenever you have guests, then you cook them. And then the guests say, "Wow, he's so
Until they
good,"
get
and they
bored
thought
of
that you
it.
were a good cooker.
Unless they get bored of it.
No, I mean you only let them try your food one time. You don't, feed them like every day.
Yeah. They're gonna be coming to your door like, please, I need your lasagna.
Yeah.
Okay. So he said that if they do not develop a sense of personal security during this period, so he said that the effects can be dramatically affect the child's future direction and choices. So, like, basically, maybe in the future they become super dependent, so they become independent, so people like entitled, like those dangerous kids. Like,
Are you entitled? Okay.
uh-uh.
Okay.
Unless you're those kids, like, here's your allowance. Are you gonna say thank you? Like, why should I say thank you? I'm expecting this. I deserve this
Hmm.
money.
That's why mommy don't give you guys allowance. After you finish book and then you do all the video, then they give you money. Hmm.
What else Chinese theater?
That's different. That's good luck money. It's different.
Oh yeah. I guess that good luck money didn't work so far. Coronavirus. Okay, so basically, obviously, how each child responds, or reacts to like his identity crisis is different. Like it's which is why like a parent's like parenting thing is like very important, and their observations and like sensitivity are like vital. And yeah, whatever like the parent is, most likely they might follow them unless they teach them not to do them to do what they are.
What do you think? Mommy's strict or not strict enough?
A good amount.
Okay. Should I be more strict? It's
Mm-mm,
better.
mm-mm.
Okay. So you rather be self motivated, right?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So the smart dad, the school teacher poor dad one. So he was not aware of like Steiner's like work or whatever. But he was like aware of like since he's a teacher he knows like what's going on with the kid and like knows how to teach them. So he noticed like when he was not doing well in school and how like the Andy the ant, how I said earlier, has a super high IQ, skinny, big brain dude. Um So when he learned that Andy Ant was like smart and all of that, and he was informed that he was a genius, and he wasn't, like he began to so the dad began to guide him and like observe him more. So just in case purposes. Yeah. So basically he knew that like the kid named Andy like likes reading, math and all that stuff. That's his thing. You don't have to be like those people. Unless you want to fit in. But sometimes you don't want to fit in. Um and he wants to like find a way to he wanted him to find a way to maintain his self confidence in school, even if it was like through sports or like rather than academics. Because like not everything is not academics, unless you want to get to a good college. Yeah. So
Unless you already have a path or you don't have a path, your family don't have business, you don't know what to do, then school. You have to go do something like school is better than nothing.
if you're poor, school would be good for you. Free lunch. Well,
Mm-hmm.
not like if you're like poor, I think they give you free lunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like kind of shelter in the classroom. Yeah, and then they go home to the poor family, and then yeah. So I guess like poor, I guess like if so, better those poor kids better find like rich friends. So when they invite them to the house, they can mooch off them. and sleepovers and just keep having sleepovers at the rich friend's house until
Mm-hmm.
they say, "Hey, how come we don't go to your house?" I'm like, I'm poor. Like, oh, so basically, like everyone has different formulas. So me and my brother's just copying me.
Your brother, what?
He's copying me.
Of
When
course, you're
we were
his
younger, he
older
said, I want
brother.
to be a businessman. Then he wants to be an investor. Then now he wants to be a doctor. Stop copying me. I like how back then, like last year, like you have to be a doctor now. Yes, I'm one step closer to become a doctor. And like, you want to be a doctor? Oh, that was last year. No, no. How about you become a YouTuber or a garage sale dude, or like someone with this, like telemarketer or something like that. Not doctor. Like, so I like how last year my mom was like, if you want to be a doctor, you have to do this. And I was like, okay, one step closer. Like, do you really want to become a doctor? Okay, so because of Adrian's, the girl, like how I talked about earlier, experience of school was like positive and made sense that like she would return to school and like learn better and learn a new profession. But like his Robert's formula is different. So like he wanted to become rich in a different way. So like he's still seeking like for he's like 50 something, 60 something now. Yeah. So basically, like now he still seeks mentors. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. So basically, he seeks mentors who already done what he wanted to do, but he like got the chance to, or whatever, and listen to recordings of them telling him what he needs to do and all that stuff. You can have a mentor in everything, like mentor in YouTubing or mentor in driving.
You want to find a mentor in a different area that you want to be good in. Different mentor for different area. Because not one person know everything.
Yeah. So basically, instead of going back to business school like his friend did, he built his own business. He learned like how like he did that instead of like he would rather do that than sit in a classroom. Fifth grade went by so slow for me, like because you just sit there like, oh,
Well,
at
that's because
recess.
he know a rich friend that has rich dad to teach him. And then so that he can compare, here I go with other path. But do you know rich dad? I mean, rich friend, dad that will teach you?
No,
No, then you have to go school then.
oh, dang it. Okay,
But that's all you learn from him
yeah.
at home.
Um, so he would like seek a mentor to like take actions, make mistakes, all that stuff. And then like learn from what his mistakes were. Except for like school, you make one mistake, they tell you not to make a mistake, and then when you make the mistake, they punish you. So this is what teachers do. Like, it's okay to make mistakes. Okay? Later the next day, do not mess up. You mess up. You get an You're like, I'm not even gonna learn from my mistakes. Like, oh
But don't
yeah, okay.
intentionally make mistake. Don't
I
be
know.
afraid to make mistake, but don't
Yeah.
intentionally make a lot of mistake.
Yeah. So it's like teachers are like, okay, it's okay if you make mistakes. Later, a second later,
You can have.
whoops, I dropped the glass on accident. Like, how can you do that? You're in eighth grade. Like, you said make a mistake. Like that was yesterday.
That's funny.
Okay, so like he said that if your child does well in school and loves school, like then like they like that's your winning formula. They're going to use school to become like a doctor or whatever. That's back then. Like doctors pay a lot. You will be rich. Then you can take care of your family.
Now,
And then me. That's really what all the parents do. Like, become a doctor so you can take care of me. That's really what they want. Free healthcare for me. So basically, if they like let them like if they like school, like let them excel, do well in school, like don't stop them, I guess. But if they don't like school, he said that let them know that they're still geniuses, encourage them to find their own way of learning. Oh yeah. So
that's why I encourage you to learn this, just in
yeah.
case. I want to find your talent.
Yeah. So the next thing he talked about how to become a professional student. Most of us are professional students, I guess. because we've been in the student for like a long time.
Well, you know, a way to learn things fast instead of like take forever to learn something. And you learn it and you know how to teach it back. That's called professional student. And you know how to take action.
Yeah. So he noticed that like how many times like he noticed that many times he will go like straight A students come out of college and then they're scared and don't know what to do. So like they have a fear of not being able to survive, and the fear like prevents them from doing like certain things, like taking risks. You want to take like smart risks. You don't want to take like bad, dumb risks.
Because you have to get out there and get real world experience, not just read books. Read books is only one way. Books don't react to you, you know, so you don't know how to handle it. But in real world, it's different. You try something and other people or other things react back, and then you know how to handle it.
Yeah. So many people have like so basically they gain like survival skills known as getting good grades. He says that while good grades are good for the youth and like problems arise when they get older and like they may need to leave things behind, depend on others and stuff. Like the good grades only matter in school, but then once you're out of school, no one cares what you got in.
Yeah.
But like some people have their formulas, whatever soaks the goat, whatever floats the boat, whatever squeezes the lime, and whatever tickles your pickle.
What's that mean?
Whatever strokes your
The way it takes.
whatever floats your boat, whatever.
Because if they want straight A and well rounded to get into Harvard, then you have to meet that requirement if you want to go Harvard. Unless
whatever
you don't want to go,
your
then
lime,
okay.
whatever tickles your pickle.
Okay.
Okay. So you said that some may seek like want or have like he said that some may become like PhD people seeking like things that like most people can't. They want to be a scientist or whatever. Well, that's their choice. Well, like not the problem. Like most of them aren't going to be rich because they're just becoming like you have that PhD.
Professional student. That's called professional student.
So basically, a smart dad, the school teacher, poor dad one, realized that he was on this career path until like his family got sick and forced him out to the real world. She said that it was easy to stay inside the walls of education if you need the walls of education to shelter you from the real world. I think like his family, so like way back, like samurai, something, doctor, and also the teacher, and then something else, like something disrupted the family line. I think it was a dad, right? Like doctor, awesome teacher. Because like he noticed something wrong with like the thing, and yeah.
So don't continue.
So the next thing he talked about.
That's his family line, doctor.
I think so.
Teacher. Oh. Mm-hmm.
It says something all the way at the beginning. I'll probably skip over it.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, eroding like self-perception. So basically, the next thing he talks about is eroding self-perception. So he stated that like debt and a lack of sense of financial like security like make people like financially like they erode and they start to lose a financial perception of themselves. He said that in other words, if you have too many financial setbacks, like bad debts and all that, like they might like they feel trapped to get a job to pay it off and they get some more debt. Yeah. So I burped. Basically, the same thing can happen to your child academically. Like they keep going, also something bad happens. They keep sending them back, and they lose confidence in themselves. And yeah, so basically, it was like his smart dad who protected him during like a period of when he was like doing bad in school, like failed his English. Apparently, he failed English, but he speaks English. Mm-hmm. What if in school, if you can't speak English, like you have an accent or you can't speak English properly, do they mark you off? Because technically it's English class. So if you don't know proper English.
No, I mean, you have to meet the requirement, whatever the teacher's looking for. You know, it might not make sense, but, you know, if she's looking for this, then you give her that and you get an A. If not, then she could give you an F.
Technically, if you send some kid into an English class at school that doesn't even speak English, Does she get a bad grade? And if he doesn't know how to speak English.
Mommy was like an A++ when I couldn't speak English in junior high because I can memorize all those vocabulary. And the teacher wanted to test us on the vocabulary.
But you need to know how to speak English.
But it wasn't on the test.
Okay. What?
Mm-hmm.
Did you learn anything from it?
Huh? No. I got an A+. I don't learn anything.
Just memorize everything.
Yeah. I forgot everything in school. Because you don't apply it. All the stuff is not useful to apply.
Yeah, that's true.
But at least that's one thing that's good. It's like, it get me to college, and when I get a degree, then I can get a job. I can pay my bills.
So basically, people make
I don't get rich, but I can pay my bills.
People have make a bunch of weird they say a bunch of complicated words to make themselves look smart. But the thing is, they lose communication with the person they're talking to.
Yeah,
because they say something complicated word, and you're gonna be like, "What?
Right? Are you an alien?"
And they're like, "How do you not know that?" It's something like clearly this. So I don't understand you. You're speaking a different language. Sir, we speak English here, not complicated word English.
We try to simplify things, not make it complicated.
Yeah. If someone starts speaking a bunch of complicated things, if you're talking to you like codes or whatever, I'm like, sir or ma'am, we speak English here.
Do you want to talk to yourself, or you want to talk to us?
Yeah.
Do you want us to understand, or you just don't want us to understand?
So he says that whether or not your children are doing well in school, be observant of them, encourage them to find their own winning formula, they're smart and all that stuff.
Yeah, I encourage you find your own winning formula.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't want to make a false perception. They think they're actually I'm so good. I'm smarter than you. You stupid. Do you
think you're smart?
Yeah, I'm smart.
Mm-hmm.
In different ways.
Okay. What are you smart in?
Oh. Hitting my brother with a pillow.
Okay, we boxing.
Okay. So you said that why private schools, charter schools, and homeschooling school things are increasing because people want you if homeschoolers basically the parents get to teach them whatever they want after they teach the basic stuff. What if your teacher isn't what if your mom or something going to homeschool or isn't smart enough to basically teach you and then
they have a teacher that they tell them to come over to your house and teach you one-on-one. A lot of people are doing homeschool.
Yeah. The thing is they become antisocial. Some of them.
Yeah, they could be antisocial. It depends on your environment. If you have a lot of cousins or friends already, then that wouldn't affect you that much. But if you don't have anyone in your family, and you don't have a lot of friends, and then you homeschool too, you'd be antisocial.
Yeah. So he said that today, more and more parents are taking their kids out of school to homeschool them. So he said that it has been reported that the homeschooling movement increased by 15% each year.
Mm-hmm.
A few more years.
Yeah, more people doing homeschool.
And then no one will be in school.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, homeschoolers win national spelling bees, geography contests. I don't know how.
Because they have a professional teacher come and teach you one-on-one.
Okay. So they get to Harvard, Princeton, military academies, those people. They must have no life. I'm just kidding. So basically, he said that charter schools are also boldly multiplying. They're rapidly gaining popularity. So basically, he said that parents are taking back from the government the responsibility of educating the children to themselves. Yeah. So his smart dad's concerns. So basically, years ago, his school teacher dad tried to change the system, because he noticed that people have different geniuses and teachers want a specific type, and then they teach them one thing so everyone can be the same. No one's the same. So he was also aware the system was only fits one size or one type of person. He said that it was good for only about 30% of the kids. The rest of the kids were like hated it. And like a lot of things supposed to make school like enjoyable for the kids. That's why they need to make some ways to make school more fun. Like in the middle of the class, they're allowed to like do fun activities.
Yeah, they introduce you to different subjects so you can find what you like. That's what school are for. But there may not be a subject in school that you like.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, you can wrap it up and yeah,
Okay, that's just everything. So basically, that's all for this episode.
summarize what you
Basically, we talked about like why private schools, and all those were getting like more popular. How like everyone has different winning formulas, and like every time they fail and they get put down and like they lose money, or like they do bad at school, like their perception of themselves goes down. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Chewing gum right now, and yeah, bye.